Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please give a warm welcome to the host of the Happy Hour, Chris Lane Sr.
It was 1967 and I was just out of school. Decisions to make, son, don't be a fool. My dad, he told me wait for the draft. I was in the ocean without a raft. The war was raging and I didn't want to die. So I smoked some pot and just got got in my car, I started driving west. And no destination, I know it was best. I don't know where I'm going, I don't know where I've been. The way things are headed, yeah, I had to do it all again. The world's so confusing, I don't have time to think. The danger is all I can see. I feel we're on the brink. Trying to move forward, I get left behind. Stop heading downward, I need happiness I can find. I don't know where I'm going, oh, I could use a friend. The way things are headed, it's gonna be a sad end. Airplane dead in the doors on my radio. Keeping me company along the way I go. Listen to those sounds as I cross this land. I was finally beginning to really understand. I don't know where I'm going, I don't know where I've been. The way things are headed, yeah, have to do it all again. The world's so confusing, I don't have time to think. The danger is all I can see. I feel finally stopped in Frisco, peace and love all around. Flowers and hippies everywhere, is this my home I found? The dead played at Golden Gate near a street called High. Smoked some smoke, drank some wine. Was this all one big sign? Still don't know where I'm going, but I sure know where I've been. The way things are headed, I don't have time to do it again. The world's so confusing, ain't got no time to think. Danger's still all I can see. I still feel we're on the brink. The war's still raging, I don't wanna die. I'll smoke me some pot, and I'll just get high.
Good evening, everybody. How we doing? I wanted to play that one. I wanted to play that actually a couple weeks ago because I thought that was really powerful. And Josh Harris kind of became a buddy, and yeah, I really miss him. It was very heartfelt, and Jim Hebert wrote those lyrics and good lyrics, and then Jason Lemansky put the oboe on it after it had been recorded, and I don't know, that song really got me. So I wanted to start off with that. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I thought we were going to have some technical issues there because the computer kind of was getting wonky, but I think we're good. So I'll ask everybody to give me a 1 in the chat to make sure it's not crackly. Because when I jumped on Dom's show last Sunday, I was really crackly. I had to go out, come back, because Streamyard has some friggin' issues, and we'll talk about Streamyard at some point tonight. But okay, thanks guys, I appreciate it. Because crackling is no bueno. Nobody wants to listen to that. But welcome to Thursday, guys. Got some stuff to cover, and let me just do a little quick, let's say hi to people in the chat. Ali Gratila is here. Mix Club, hello, Rhett. Let's see. I noticed Coldacre was here. Camellia, the fantastic mod. Good to see you. Miss Stephanie was here. We're going to talk about Miss Stephanie, because I was able to catch most of the interview today on Jade's channel, and that was a lot of good stuff there. Gary Hubbs, warming up for tomorrow. Although I don't know, I think his streak may come to an end at some point. I don't know. He's working on it, but I think he's got some things, and so hopefully he's a go for tomorrow. I'm not sure if Lori is, and we'll talk about that. There's Coldacre right there. Hello. Good to see you. The aforementioned Miss Stephanie. Steve, Rainfield Music, how you doing, man? What a good, yeah, that was kind of a great surprise there. Again, I wanted to play that a couple weeks ago, and didn't do the show last week, so wanted to start off with that tonight. And who am I missing? Oh, hey, Mike. Rhodey's Jam Cave, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. And I know I've got some lurkers here, and you don't have to come out and say hi, because we love our lurkers a long time, but we know that there's some other folks in the chat. Yeah, same thing. I dug him, and like I said, we kind of were buddies there, and we were talking about some things. I was actually going to be down this next year in his area, and I had planned on visiting with him, and obviously that did not come to pass, which makes me sad. So he and I shared interest in a number of things besides music. So, hey, Feisty Feather, good to see you. How are you doing tonight? And there's I saw Kristen earlier. Very good. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in, Shelley. Ms. Morrison. Howdy, 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 howdy. And there he is, Pole Vault, who's had some health issues and is on the mend a little bit. So glad to see you in the various chats. I strongly suspect they will not be doing their show tomorrow night, although Pole Vault proves people wrong all the time, but I don't believe that he and Sunshine are going to go tomorrow night. Don't you like trains? I do very much. Not only do I like trains, and I've liked trains since I was a small child, it's what I do for a living. I do books and magazines strictly about trains. That's how I feed myself, and obviously I'm pretty good at it because I'm pretty well fed. So yeah. All right, I think I got everybody. If I missed you, my apologies. My eyesight did not miraculously get healed today. Although I did not have to put a down payment on a seeing eye dog yet. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. Oh, so we think it's going to happen. Okay, see? Gary, and again, that doesn't surprise me. Pole Vault, goes in the hospital, is there for a day or 2 days. It's like, I'm going to do my show. What are you kidding? So you're hardcore, bro, and I like that about you. So there you go. Thank you for that, Gary. Appreciate it. And Gary and Camelia will throw links to other shows as we talk about them. But I think I'm gonna talk about Miss Stephanie in a minute, but I'm gonna hold that because I've actually got a song of hers queued up that I like. But just talk about this last week. Was not here, as you guys know. Was in Illinois attending my uncle's funeral. It was a very nice service. Got to see cousins some of whom I haven't seen in 20 years or more. I don't get back to the Illinois area, and they don't come out here. So, we've been family for all these years, but we're kind of strangers. But my one cousin, Big Mike, is a bass player too, and man, we talked about gear and rocking, and that was kind of cool to find out that he was, and he's an Ibanez guy. So obviously, he's family, so he's got good taste in that. Oh, yeah. Man, that, I don't know. Did you go trackside? What Red is referring to is a restored steam locomotive. It was nicknamed the Big Boy. It was built in 1941 for the war efforts. They built 25 of them. They're absolutely enormous. They are not the largest steam locomotive ever built, but they're right up there. And it is one impressive piece of machinery. So if you ever hear about the Big Boy coming to your town, it's owned by the Union Pacific Railroad, go see it because it's pretty cool. So, yeah. Yeah, we were, if you know where Bourbonnais, which is how it was pronounced when my folks lived there, now it's Bourbonnais because, it got all the snotty guys moved in and say, hey, it was French, so it's Bourbonnais. But it was Bourbonnais when they lived there. And it's about an hour south of Chicago, basically, on the Kankakee River. That's where my folks were from. Hey, Les Nagy, how are you? Good to see you. And, yeah, I hope he's getting there. I think we all are. We'll be able to eyeball him tomorrow for ourselves, apparently. So that's good. And I did want to, I don't know if Sunshine is on, but Pole Vault, you can tell her shout out to Sunshine Archer for Flower Fest. Obviously, I missed it because I was not able to play. I was there, and I'm just now starting to go through Flower Fest, and I've seen some of the acts. I was very impressed with Sunshine Archer. That was her first festival that she did, and she got her guitar and she went out there and went for it. Fantastic. So really well done. And she said, I felt like I had kind of a rough start, and yeah, maybe, but that's frankly the thing that impressed me is, when the wheels come off or it doesn't go the way you want it to go, what are you going to do? How are you going to handle it? And I had that experience. Don was nice enough. He does the Sunday slide, and he plays for a couple of hours. And he invited me to come on and play the set that I would have played at Flower Fest had I been able to do it. And so the first couple songs had the Streamyard cracklies, and he said, bro, it's not working. Come out, come back in, which I did, finished up. But I was tired from traveling. And part of this disease that I got the confirmation diagnosis for today is if you get tired, your eyes don't work nearly as well. You can have trouble speaking. And I had one of my songs just could not hit the note, just didn't have it. And and it threw me off because it's a note that it's a high note. It's a note most people can't sing. But for me, I've never had a problem with it. But man, I just didn't have it, and I had to bail and do something different. And, that happens sometimes. I'm happy to say with a little rest, it's fine now. I can hit it, no problem. But kind of the canary in the coal mine for, me going through this disease is, are things working or not? And this was a case where it was obvious I was tired and it was not working. So I will address that. You can see I'm wearing my glasses tonight in hopes that I can see the chat a little bit better. And I can actually, so that's good. But of course, the eyelid is droopy. And official diagnosis today with the specialist of myasthenia gravis, which is a nerve disease. It's an autoimmune thing that interacts because there's no physical connection between your nerves and your muscles. There's a barrier, and they send signals back and forth. And you get an antibody that builds up, and it cuts down on the amount of signal. So you can have muscle weakness. Well, that's why this eyelid is drooping. It's actually both eyelids, but it's a lot more apparent in this eye. And so it droops a little bit. And also double vision. Those are the classic symptoms. You can have trouble breathing. You can have trouble swallowing, talking, obviously singing. And in severe cases, you get weakness in your extremities, arms, legs, etc. So a little bit like MS in that respect. It's different in that MS is actually affecting the nerves and causing misfires where the nerves work fine and the muscles work fine. It's just the connection between the two of them. They just don't get as good a signal as you should. There's like interference. So that's what I'm dealing with. Now, they put me on a medication today that will help with the eyelid drooping, may help with the vision. The doctor said for some people, this is all you need and you'll be good. So I go back in 3 weeks and we'll see how I'm progressing. The next course would be to get on steroids. So, get my pump on, but the steroids are to damp down the inflammation and the antibodies so the signal works a little better. And so we'll just see what's going on. And, people will ask, so I'll just tell you right now, I'm fine with it. Everybody has something. And, I've survived cancer. You get old enough, you're going to have some medical things. And so it's my turn to have this medical thing, and my headspace is fine. It is what it is, and I can live with it. And I am hopeful with treatment that it will in fact improve, and it does for many, many people, if not most people. So, I'm not discouraged. But just wanted to let you guys give you that little update. So I'll have the droopy eye for at least another 3-4 weeks. Hopefully it looks a little better by then. But we'll see. So that's all about me for the time being. And I'm looking forward to getting back to my normal, hanging out with Lori and that crew on Friday nights, playing on Camp G-Maze on Saturday, just doing my normal thing. So, let me, I mean, it is and it isn't. I mean, there are a lot of things that are much worse. It's a little bit challenging in that it's actually a fairly rare, although like a lot of diseases anymore, it's on the upswing. 20 years ago, almost nobody had this. Now, there's a lot more people. It's still for an autoimmune, it's still relatively rare, but it is on the upswing. And there are a number of pretty effective treatments. So there's that. You're right, Steve, man, this getting old shit is, because I'm a dude, I had better than perfect vision at 58 years old. 60, I still had perfect vision at 60. Between 60 and 62 and almost 63 now, the friggin' wheels have come off. My eyesight is shit now compared to what it was. And it's still relatively good, but, it's what you're used to. If you've been really thin all your life and all of a sudden gain 200 pounds, you're like, I don't know how to deal with this. Kind of the same thing. My vision has always been great. Yeah, now it's not as great. And I'm having a little bit of a struggle with that. Anyway. All right, let's see. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice? Yeah, that was kind of my situation with cancer, because got the diagnosis and they said, yeah, you got a tumor and I've got an opening. You want to come back tomorrow and we'll cut it out? And it was one of those things where I didn't really want to think about it, and because then you get freaked out. And I said, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, and went in and got the tumor cut out and didn't have time to think about it, which actually was a blessing. But yeah, sometimes a little prep might be good, Yeah, and this is a good question. How does one prepare for a heart attack? Do you study? I don't know how that works. And I don't think I want to find out, frankly. But, again, a lot of people have a heart attack and they're by themselves. I had one of my authors, and, most of my authors are older guys. This is their life's work, and they gather information, do research, and, they're in their 50s, 60s, 70s, older when they're writing these books. And I had a fella, and he was in Florida. He was a veteran. So he had gone into the VA, had a checkup. They said, you're doing great, bro. And I'd talked to him earlier that morning, driving home, had a massive heart attack, died on the freeway. So glad you're still here, Pole Vault, is the bottom line of that story. All right. Good carbs. That's the problem. What's the difference between good carbs and delicious carbs? I mean, I don't know. Most carbs are pretty delicious, although most carbs are probably not good carbs either. So anyway, I had a baked potato tonight, so that was my little bit of carbs. And chicken. Had a little chicken. All right, now I'm just trying to catch chat. Yeah, well, that's the thing, I asked about supplements, and here's an interesting thing about this MG. I'll just call it MG from here out rather than myasthenia gravis. Can't do magnesium. Magnesium is really bad if you have this disease. Who knew? So, and there's some other supplements apparently. So I've got to go through the list and just make sure I'm not taking anything, because I've always taken, I take vitamin D, I take zinc, vitamin C. I've done these every day for years. So that's kind of my routine. Potassium, and I was taking magnesium until I found out that's a no-no. So yeah. No, damn it, I was monitoring on my phone because I thought I was going to have to send a message, and it was actually the volume on it was up a little bit. Hopefully you guys couldn't hear that. It was pretty darn low, but all right. So let's see. Yeah, autoimmune diseases are they're kind of sucky because basically it's your body doing such a good job at what it's designed to do, it gets bored and it starts attacking the rest of you. So, I've never, I can't say never, but I haven't had the flu in pretty close to 28 years. I might maybe get a cold every couple years. I mean, my immune system has always been kick ass. So is my wife's, but of course, now both of ours are so kick ass that they're starting to kick our own asses. And that's what autoimmune does, unfortunately. So, yeah, not fun. And often, although it's not, again, because mine is a little rare disease, often with autoimmune you have multiples. Like my wife's primary autoimmune disease is lupus. But she also has something called Sjogren's, which affects your salivary glands, dry eyes, etc. Fibromyalgia, you guys have probably heard of that. That's a common secondary autoimmune disease. Rheumatoid arthritis is a autoimmune disease, which her sister has quite badly. Those things, so they tend to run in pairs or even multiples. My particular one, that's fairly unusual. Usually you have MG and nothing else. So presumably that's where I'm at. And this is very true too. They manifest differently with different people. I probably had it for over a year, but it wasn't until the eyelids started drooping that we started thinking, oh, wait a minute, it's this double vision is now we start to see, and I took a blood test and it basically rang all the bells. So we know. All right, enough about old guys and their health. Let's talk about music stuff, because we're all here because we love music, right? And I gotta. Oh, I'm sorry, Rainfield. I mean, my wife's had it for 25 years. But again, because of the progress in medicine, when she was originally diagnosed, they didn't give her, she should have died 8 years ago, and she's doing great. So, they've come a long way. Hey, there's Mike Shaner. Yeah. Yeah, Mike has this experience where, as someone who suffers from a disease, people, they want to be nice, but they don't know what to say, or they end up saying something stupid, and again, they're trying to be nice, but sometimes they say some really stupid things. My wife's favorite one, and we found out that one of my she would be my great niece, and the family's pretty convoluted back there, was my uncle's daughter, whatever that makes me, second cousin, I don't know. Anyway, but has lupus as well. So her and my wife, exchange ideas. But one of the hard things is, people will say, well, you look great. Well, okay, that might great. I'm glad I look great, but, I feel terrible, or, in my case, I can't see for shit, or I'm seeing double of everything. And, so again, people are trying to be nice, but sometimes it doesn't always come out right. So anyway, yeah, it is. And unfortunately, and you know, this is one thing the Lupus Society here in America has made great progress, because it used to take on average 10 years to get diagnosed with lupus. They've got it down to 5, but think about that. You don't feel well, and 5 years of seeing doctors and them saying, well, maybe you have this, maybe you have that. It can be, these autoimmune diseases can be very difficult to diagnose, and usually it's via elimination. Well, okay, I know you don't have X, so how about this? How about this? And only sometimes do the blood markers come up and say, yep, ring the bell, you've got it. So it's tough. Oh. Come on now. Is my mouse being weird? Trying to highlight a comment, it's not letting me do it. Come on now. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is more Streamyard shenanigans. Dadgummit. This program is pissing me off. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to plug in my mouse. It's working. The mouse is working, but all right, I'm going to do that. And there's the connection. There we go. So that's the one I was trying to. Yeah, that's the opposite, and that's no bueno at all. You're feeling, I feel great and everything. I'm like, oh, you look terrible. Are you okay? Well, I was till you mentioned it. Thanks a lot. So yeah, that's no better, frankly. Hey, guitars, your new old Strat. You ruined the patina. You know, all your hand funk is not patina. You're just a gross pig, dude. Yeah, I'm with you. Clean them up. Yeah, well, Kristen knows. Yeah, the medical system, God bless them, they try hard, but they're overworked. Now, you will appreciate this, okay? Now, look at my face. You guys have all seen The Big Lebowski, right? I get all the time, oh, you look like Jeff Bridges in The Big Lebowski. So, you know, the dude abides, right? My new doctor, Dr. Lebowski, amused the crap out of me. I don't know that anybody else got it or thought it was funny, but I thought it was funny. So anyway, so that's my new doctor, Dr. Lebowski. Yeah, with the kitties. You speaking of kitties there, Coldacre, you know, I came home and after all they eye tested me for over an hour, and depth of field and what do they call it, vision field test, where you got to look at a spot, but then they're flashing lights on the side and you're supposed to click a thing. I didn't do very well on that because the machine would click and then the clicker made a click and I got real musical. It'd go click and I go click, click, clicky, click, click, and I'm making little rhythms and everything and probably totally blowing the test. But my eyes were gassed after all this testing. So I got home and I dropped my wife off at work and she says, man, just go rest your eyes for a little while. So I thought, that's a brilliant idea. So I laid down and I put a blanket over my feet so they didn't get cold in the fan. And my little kitty cat, my little protector, got on my feet to keep my feet warm and hang out with me while I rested my eyes. So good squid kitty. Yeah, she was a little tiny woman, but anyway, like I said, it amused me. I don't know, she's younger. She may have no point of, she may not even know the movie. So, like I said, as long as I think it's funny, then that's all I care about. Yeah, Squid's a good cat. Both cats have been great. I've told you guys about my rescue cats, and frankly, going away for a couple of days and having my son take care of them has been great because we came back and the cats are like, oh, you guys are back? oh yeah, we really like you guys. And they have been awesome since we've been back. So that part has been very nice. Kitties are the best. I'm a kitty guy. I like dogs too. Actually trained dogs, but I like kitties because I like their, I'm a cat. And I can do anything a dog can do. I just choose not to. My son taught the little cat how to fetch while we were gone, and it's hilarious. But of course, I got home and got the mouse and said, "Hey, let's play fetch." And he looked at me like, "Well, no, you're not Sean, so no, I don't play this game with you. I only play with the other guy." I'm like, "Okay, cat." Anyway, yeah, they sure do. Animals are wonderful. The cat that we lost this last year was my wife's best friend. That cat was such a sweetheart. Just loved my wife to pieces. And yeah, it was really tough when we lost him because he'd been with us for 18 years. All right, I'm seeing there's an appreciation fest going on. Appreciate you first, appreciate you. If Dom was here, I would tell him that I appreciate him, which would piss him off because Dom hates that. But I do appreciate Dom. And again, it was nice of him to invite me on his show to play my set. I wish the set had gone a little bit better, but, he said, "I know how hard you practiced." And I said, "Yeah, I really practiced hard, but that was almost 2 weeks ago." So I don't know how this is going to go. And yeah, it was a little rugged in spots, but that's all right. Yeah, our cats tend to, the shortest cat was 12 years, and then we had a 17 and 18, so kitties live pretty good here in the Lane household. The chow's good. They're safe from other animals, and yeah, they do get plenty of exercise. They do good here. So anyway, I want to go ahead and I want to play a song, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the Miss Stephanie interview, which I really enjoyed today. So let me cue this up. And I'm going to grab a tune here. And this is a Miss Stephanie original. And this one's called "Oh Baby."
Time is ticking, better run around the corner. Well, I might have to crawl, 'cause the feelings I'm not sure can survive. Heads are turning, we got everybody talking.
All right, that was wonderful. Yeah, very soulful performance. I've become a fan. Miss Stephanie kind of joined hanging out with us not that long ago, maybe a month or so, and got on her channel and looked at some of her older stuff, and I really am enjoying it. Very interesting guitar playing style, a little percussive, which I like. And I really like her voice, and I'll tell you why. I put it in Jade's chat. A lot of the younger women they're kind of breathy as they sing. I loathe that. And Miss Stephanie doesn't do that at all. She has a very pleasant tone. It's not shake the walls powerful, but it's balanced and it's smooth and it's very, very appealing. So love the voice and just love her songwriting. So we'll probably grab another Miss Stephanie before we go away tonight. But it was always great being on Jade's show. I mean, I say it every time. Jade is masterful as an interviewer and really makes people feel at home. And I did laugh to find out that Jade had such a crush because of the wrestling connection. You know, Jade loves the wrestling thing. Miss Stephanie's a wrestling fan. I guess if I understand, her American boyfriend got her into it a little bit, and she's all about the wrestling, knows all the wrestlers. And I don't know, you guys talked about wrestling for 20 minutes? That just kind of amused me a little bit. Yeah, because we're not all about music, right? I mean, we all care about music, that's our thing, but we all have other interests. Rhett mentioned my interest in trains earlier. I have some other interests too, and I'm sure that's true of everybody. So I thought that was good to, get that rounding of the artist. I play guitar, I write songs, I sing. I also like pro wrestling. So that was kind of fun. And yeah, Rescue Kitties are very great. Yeah, I dug that song. There's a couple songs in her catalog that are really good. It would be great if she's able to go back and release all the tracks off the album, because apparently the album's not really available that she did. But I would love to hear that. And working on a new album, so we've got that to look forward to. Very cool. No, I think I can't say that I'm a wrestling fan, but I know all the wrestlers. And early on, I was on a show fairly frequently, and that was the running joke that I was an ex-pro wrestler. And given my build and my look and everything, it was a funny gag. Not actually a former pro wrestler, but I could have been, and I played along with that gag for about a year. So I know all the wrestlers, and I gotta say, a lot of these, they're entertainers first, and any number of them have gone on to be pretty big movie stars because of their acting ability in the ring or whatever. Dwayne Johnson made a heck of a lot of good movies. John Cena's made some good movies. Hulk Hogan's been in things, although Hulk Hogan usually just plays Hulk Hogan. But yeah. That's not what Ric Flair said. I don't care what that son of a bitch Ric Flair said. It's all lies. Yeah, it was a good interview today. And again, it's always fun to get to know the artists a little better. So good on you. I'm glad you did, Miss Stephanie. And I will go back and check out I think I missed maybe the last 15 minutes of the interview or something like that. So I'll go back and check that little bit. Anyway, that was fun to have that going on. And I apologize, my eye is itchy. My eyes have been basically burning ever since those tests today, so I'm sorry that you get to look at me dig my eyeball out. All right. You shouldn't feel bad. Again, it was a funny gag. It really was. But there were some people that they totally bought into it. And they're asking me about all the guys I wrestled and, on and on and on. And it was really pretty funny because the guy and I didn't know he was going to do it. He sandbagged me with it and I just played along, and it got to be, like I said, this gag went on for 6 months or a year. Until I finally said, I'm not really a pro wrestler. Hey, Pete Johns. Checking in from hockey watching. Like I said on this show, I'm done with hockey. The Avs just totally laid an egg, and I'm done with it. I don't know if I'll even watch the Stanley Cup this year. I'm really, really upset. I thought my boys had what it took to go, but apparently what they don't have is the ability to beat Dallas ever in any reason. They can beat the crap out of everybody else in the league, but Dallas just owns them. It's annoying. And I'm just checking the chat real quick. Yeah, no Where's Pete's segment tonight. I didn't, because I knew he was going to be watching hockey and everything, and I also knew that we had some other stuff going on. So Where's Pete? We'll see where Pete is maybe next week and see if he's going to be doing hockey or playing poker with his buddies or out for a walk. And so tune in next week and we'll find out where Pete is. Right now he's here. Don't ruin the gag of me ruining the gag. Yeah, Texas has a hockey team. Yeah, one that's better than my hockey team in the mountains of Colorado. Go figure, right? Damn Texans. We're not going to find out because they out and out lied about it. They said everybody was fine, no major injuries. Well, he was wearing a bandage on his wrist, and that has come out. Makar was definitely hurt because he couldn't shoot. And you know how good he is, Pete, with his stick defense and everything? Didn't see any of it. He had a very bad series. And yeah, I think he was playing hurt. I think it was all upper body. I think it was his wrist. I don't think it was his legs. So I don't know. And again, hockey guys lie about the injuries. I mean, a guy, you could watch his leg get amputated on the ice. And the next day they would say, we think it's an upper body injury. He's day to day. And some of those guys are so friggin' tough. He would come back in 2 days. They're crazy. Although I was a goalie, I had all the gear on. People ran into me and it was like, okay, whatever. Wouldn't you like to know, Jerry Gomes? I'll send you pictures. Well, I will say this. They don't have ice in Texas. The ice in that arena sucks. It's one of the worst arenas. The Florida teams have much better ice than they do. And that was one of the things, not making excuses for my guys, but they don't play well when the ice conditions aren't very good. And some of the East Coast teams, any team or arena that has choppy ice, the Avalanche don't play as well on, and the ice in the Texas rink sucks. It's probably the worst in the NHL. Oh, I'm sorry, Coldacre. Well, you're more than halfway through your day, so there's that. So thanks for stopping in. Always great to see my buddy Coldacre. He's been very supportive, and I really appreciate it. All right, let's talk about Streamyard for a little bit. Dom sent me a text, what was it? I guess last week, detailing the new price that Streamyard thinks we should pay for the privilege of using their software to stream with. And my retort was, fuck off. Fuck all the way off. What we're paying now, we've gotten pretty crappy audio and we aren't very happy. The price more than doubled. So what they're asking for the privilege of having crappy audio, I'm not down with it. So we're exploring other opportunities in that respect. So I say that to say this: you will see me probably either doing Drink with Thor, and I'll play a little bit live, and I'm going to be testing some of the various softwares to just see how they do, how I like the interface, that kind of thing. But our contract is up in June, and at the price that they quoted us, I don't see any way we're renewing it. And I know somebody else is going through the same thing. Let me bring up my guest, because we've had this discussion, and we'll have it some more. Everybody say hi to Lori.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Good time for me to come in. Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Where's the chat over here? Hi, everybody.
That was a nice segue, wasn't it? Talking about
Well,
Streamyard. And
this is the first I've heard of it. What are they going up to now, for Christ's sakes?
they quoted us, Dom and I, over $400.
What's that per month? That's fucking ridiculous anyhow, but excuse me.
Whatever. Yeah. Well, I mean, 400 divided by 12, was that 432 or something? So again, fuck off, fuck all the way off. Well, actually,
Yeah.
I've got a calculator right here.
I was
on
ready to, well, I told you the last time we spoke that I was ready to tell them to F off already with the $45 a month.
Yeah.
I mean, what are they doing? They're not even like upgrading or doing anything better.
No, it's ridiculous.
I want folders. That's what I want, because I have so many pictures that I show, so many videos that I show on my live stream. And you got to just scroll. I want a nice, neat folder where I can see videos, pictures, overlays.
I want sound that doesn't stink. I want the program to actually work. So there's that. I mean, when you think about it, they fucked me and everyone else out of Flower Fest.
Yep.
Because G-May had to reschedule.
Yep.
And I wasn't able to play. So they personally screwed me out of playing Flower Fest.
They screwed you. They screwed the person running the stream, Gary. I mean, all the work.
Oh.
All of our streams that week that couldn't play music. I had people on, as you know. You were on. You were breaking up. We couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Terrible. Terrible. So
moving on.
We will be exploring, because Dom and I are both Mac guys. Ecamm is a very viable, along with Streamlabs. There's a couple others. I've tried EVMux. I was not impressed with that. Some people really like it.
I downloaded it. I haven't gotten to the nitty gritty. So that's my problem, is learning something new. I'm so used to where everything is on StreamYard.
And EVMux is like flipped 180 degrees. Everything is opposite.
It's on the side, yeah.
Yeah, and some of the other controls are a little goofy too.
I'm trying to figure out Streamlabs.
Yeah.
Talk Streamlabs, which allows guests, which I told you, which is much cheaper. And what, I've been telling you this for 3 weeks, so I have it downloaded and I still haven't gone through it. Yeah. Because I go live every week and I work during the week, so I don't have time to sit and play with it before I go live. And I want to make sure it works and I know what I'm doing. So it's, a seamless, not always seamless, but somewhat seamless show. Not keep people waiting as I try to find where the video is or something, but yeah.
Right. Well, Ron Ward said the same thing about Ecamm, that it was a good program. He had trouble learning it. Once he figured it out, he loved it. But
it's all about learning. Yeah. Taking the time.
Yeah. All right.
But I guess Streamlabs does hear us in stereo and 1080 if you pay the pro. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And sharing music will be in stereo without you touching a button, I guess. It just happens. So that's why I'm looking into it.
Right. And it's, allegedly, there's always that allegedly. It's half the price of what StreamYard's charging. For better.
Yeah, I didn't look yet at the pro, because the sad thing is they make you click the button. Oh, do you want to upgrade? And I'm like, well, I want to see what it does first. I need to find demos before I pay you. But I think I was told that it's like $120 a year, which is a lot better than $400 a year.
Yeah. It's like a quarter.
Hi, Many Vibes. Thank you.
Math. That's mathemication.
You're very good at math. Can I adjust my hair? I went and got my hair colored today, so you don't see any braids. But I never get my hair styled when I go to the hairdresser. I got things to do. I don't need to sit there and get my hair blow dried to come home. So it's up in a little stupid little small little clip, and then I put my fake pony on. So
Okay, well, look at that.
So thank you, Minnie. Yeah, it's one of my wig collections.
There you go.
Oh, my red hair. Yeah, look, I've always gotten red. It's just when it's down, I have the blonde highlights on the outside of it. So you see the blonde more when it's down. But this has always been my color for years. Yeah, you need a pony mix. You need some hair.
Yeah, some of you guys just need some hair.
You just need some hair. Yeah.
Yep, this is my color. It's blonde and gray.
I don't see the gray. A little bit in your beard, maybe.
Yeah, well, you can definitely see it in the beard. But yeah, this is there's a decent amount of gray, but it's like my mother, 84 years old, and her hair is gorgeous. I mean, it's
nice.
As thick as yours.
Yeah.
And it's, that gray blonde. It's beautiful.
Hi, Bello Sal. Thank you.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, my parents still got good heads of hair.
Yeah, that's always
no
nice.
male pattern. Well, there is male pattern baldness, but my grandfather. So hopefully I don't get it.
Just weird. My father, he's fairly thin anymore, but not bald, and he's 86.
Nice.
His brother, man, he was bald early on. All his sons are bald as hell.
Sad.
Then there's the Lane boys on this side of the family, and we're all doing great.
Good for you. My parents just landed today. They were in France and London, as you know, for my mom's birthday. So they're still out and about doing. My mom just turned 78. My dad's 79, which is crazy to me. I'm like, my dad's going to be 80. We're already planning his birthday party, but like I'm the age of that we think our parents are still. Like it's just.
Yeah. No.
I know everybody says that, but it's crazy. I still feel 30.
Exactly true. Well, my late father-in-law said that. He goes, I look in the mirror, I know how old I am, but I don't feel that age at all.
No.
And most days, that's, I feel much younger than my knees would indicate that I actually am.
Yeah, I mean, we're different story about feeling it mentally and feeling it physically, because it is catching up to us physically. Yeah.
Ain't no doubt about that. But what are you going to do, right?
Well, I'm glad you finally got a diagnosis. I know everybody was talking in the chat how these things take forever. And, I'm dealing that with my son who has so many things. But can you just tell me the one thing that we can fix to help him? Yeah. So.
Yeah, it is really hard. Hey, Sal, how you doing, man? There he is. Sal. Buongiorno.
Ciao, bello.
Yeah, it is. Well, you are still.
I was going to say, what is she, 20?
No, she's a little older than that.
I know, I'm probably exaggerating, but she's young.
I put it in the chat, Miss Stephanie. I was buying new guitars that are older than you. Just so you know.
New guitars, yeah.
Yeah, I bought them new, and they're older than she is.
But, why did she mention her age today?
Yeah, she gave me a decade, an approximate. So.
Oh, okay. I'll have to watch the replay. Yeah.
It really is a delightful interview. She's a delightful, just
She's 42. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I told her in the chat I couldn't make it. I was out this afternoon getting the hair done, and then I came back and had a doctor. Oh, I had a doctor's appointment first on the phone, and then the hair done, and then dinner and duties. So.
Yeah.
Duties.
Let's act. I mean, we don't talk about it anymore, but you had that massive back surgery. How you feeling? How's the rehab going? How you doing?
Thank you. Thanks for asking. I'm really, really proud of myself because I've been on a strict keto diet for 3 weeks. I am down 10 pounds, and it's because I can work out again.
How lovely.
Yes. So I'm actually doing weights. I'm doing crunches, which, takes your lower back. I'm doing squats, which takes your lower back and your legs. So that's 6 months after spinal fusion. So I'm pretty proud of myself.
Yeah. No, that is fan-flippin-tastic. And you'll just continue to feel better by doing that.
I will. I'm not a dieter, but I needed to do something serious to get that weight off that I put on when I was sick. So I'm going to be strict for a while, and I'm giving myself to my birthday to see how much I can lose. Just out of curiosity, I'm just going to keep going with the I haven't touched sugar. This is crazy for me. I haven't touched sugar, alcohol, or anything bleached, bad carbs in 3 weeks.
Well, that's good for you.
Yeah.
I pretty much do
Thank
all
you,
that
Hugh. Hi, Hugh.
except for the
Thank you,
alcohol
Paul.
part.
Thank you, Gary.
Hey, I
Yeah,
like my
you
Friday
know,
nights.
well, that's the most wasted calories. And I'm like, come on, dude, I got to put that down because I'm just putting on weight just from that, you know? So, I mean, the
Yeah.
first week before I even got strict, I didn't have anything to drink that weekend. And then I went no carb. Before I went keto, I just went no carb, no sugar. And I lost 6 pounds in the first week, which is just water.
Yeah.
Right, it's just bloat. So, but no, I think I'm sticking to it, and I'm really starting to lose fat, which is nice.
That would be nice.
Thanks,
could do
Stephanie. Yeah, I don't exercise all the time. I try to do a full body, low impact workout. I smoke. I can't do freaking aerobics. I try to do it every other day, and then on the days I'm not doing it, I either take a break or just do something with arms. But I pulled a pectoral muscle, and it's killing me today. I thought I was having, no offense, a heart attack, but I'm like, it's right here from doing chest fly.
Yeah. Well,
And I popped
because
something.
I do those. I get the dumbbells and lay back and do these kind of flies.
Yes.
And yeah, it rips because I need to keep the boys up where they need to be. And yeah, there's some days it's like, oh damn.
It didn't hurt at the time, and I'm using really light weights. I'm not going all crazy. And so I didn't feel like I was doing it. And I've been doing it, for a couple of weeks now. And all of a sudden I just woke up 2 days ago and I'm like, oh, something pulled.
Yeah.
So I gave myself a break today. Plus I didn't have time. Sometimes I don't have time to work out. I don't want to work out at 10 at night.
Yeah. No, and it's not great.
Yeah.
Was trying to do it in the morning after I dropped my wife off, but I've been kind of sucky the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm not a morning person. I first of all, I don't get up too early anyhow. And then I have to work and have my 3 cups of coffee, which I haven't given up because you don't have to give up coffee when you're on keto.
No, I would.
Which is good.
Coffee is mostly good for you.
Coffee and lemon water. I'm so fucking boring right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I say it all the time, but I only drink water and coffee, and on Friday I drink whiskey, and not a lot, and that's
Nothing
it.
wrong with that.
I don't drink soda. I don't. Although summer's here, I will drink lemonade because I like a good lemonade. So I will.
This is my homemade lemonade. Everybody knows lemon water is really good for you, especially if you drink it first thing in the morning. It detoxes, it kicks in your metabolism. So I have a whole jug in the fridge, but I added so I have all these lemons in it, so it's infused, but I added a squirt of stevia to it, and it tastes just like real lemonade. Plain water is so boring to me. I have sparkling raspberry water I'll drink, which is 0 calories.
Yeah. I just like that.
Coffee.
We have really good water here in Denver, so I like the water.
Yeah,
Hey,
I mean, this is from the tap.
James Myers.
Hi, James. Yes, Manny, lemon water is magic. Look it up. Yeah, the properties of lemon water is good. Watch your blood pressure. I don't know who you're referring to, Paul.
Yeah, mine is good in that respect. Except when I'm going to the dentist, then it's a little high because hello.
You hate the dentist. Yeah, Gary. My favorite drink, Gary knows, is Diet Ginger Ale. So it was either Diet Canada Dry. That's the only soda I drank. Every now and then a Diet Coke, if I mixed it with rum.
Right.
Or went to McDonald's, like all the things I'm not supposed to do. But Diet Ginger Ale was my go-to, which I still can have. I just haven't bought any because I'm like, I'd rather save the sodium for other things right now.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, a Kool-Aid jammer with vodka, of course.
Let's go.
Oh God, fountain Coke is the best. When you go to McDonald's, I know you're not supposed to go to McDonald's, but I just crave their fountain Coke sometimes. It's just so sparkly and you get the chills when you drink it and then you belch.
I'm one of those weird. I really don't like Coke. I never have. Now, if you give me if you put a gun to my head and say Coke or Pepsi, I'll take Coke all day long.
Absolutely.
But I don't like either.
It's a very syrupy type drink. That's why I've always done diet, not for the calorie wise, but just because it's less syrupy to me. And now I just like, again, the clear. Just ginger ale.
Not a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, this is good to know. Heartburn. Well, and that's often, this is why a lot of men, more importantly, a lot of women, because women study the symptoms. Women's heart attacks are nothing like men's heart attacks.
Yep. Heard that.
Often feels like, because it's not on the left side like it is for many men. They tend not to have the arm pain men do. So yeah, look into those symptoms because women are having heart attacks more and more. And they often die because they don't recognize that they're having one. So.
Well, we don't want to make everybody paranoid now.
But I mean, again, we're all getting a little older and you got
I
to be
know.
a little bit smart.
Believe me, before I was trying to get healthy, I just nights you lie in bed, I'm like, I'm dying tonight. Tonight's the night.
That's it.
Tonight's the night. Goodbye, world.
Yeah,
And I'm not joking about it, but yeah,
had a
as you
good
get older, you
run.
think about mortality. Yeah. So
Well, yeah, I mean, we all have an expiration date. I'm just, trying not to move mine up. And I dodged my expiration date plenty in my
yes,
misspent
you
youth,
have.
so I'm
Yes,
not.
you have. Well, and with your cancer as well.
Yeah, well, the cancer, motorcycles, that
Yeah. Oh God.
club owners pulling guns on me. Yeah,
Lovely.
it's been
Lovely.
fun.
Yeah. Well, we're glad you're here. And Paul, we're glad you're here too.
I'm glad to be here and glad you're here. Now,
Yeah.
what is I know you had planned to go to Cam's gig tomorrow night. We're not going to do your show, but now it looks like, maybe you can't get into the gig. Is that
Exactly. So I do have the show set up for tomorrow night, which
Okay.
is, I have nothing planned. I mean, I don't usually have anything planned anyhow, right? We hang, we play music, but I didn't put a backing track out. Yeah. So Cameron, obviously I'm his mom. Cameron is a drummer. He's in a band for those that don't know. And we get on the guest list everywhere we go, but this fancy place doesn't have a guest list. So I called to reserve a dinner table. They don't even have those left.
Oh my.
So we could still go, right? We could stand at the bar. We could stand, but it's a long night. And we're like, we'll just let the kid go by himself this time. There's plenty of gigs. So I said, all right, I'll put the show back on.
That works for me and for everyone else. Gives us a place to hang.
Thank you. Thanks.
That
Yeah.
nice transition between, Jade's show, walking or biking. Jade is doing both. In case you guys haven't seen, Jade's got a cool new bike and so has done a walk with me and a bike with me. And I'm not sure which it is this week, if it's walking or biking or a combo.
Didn't see.
And
Thanks for the link, Gare, and the warm-up link. Yeah, Jade actually, when I was watching her buy the bike that week, that's when I said to myself, I'm going to start exercising again. So she inspired me to start getting better about what I was putting into my body and moving, because I can move. I'm lucky that the surgery was successful.
Yes.
So why sit around like a couch potato? Get her done.
If you can't
Get her
move,
done.
that's what we were doing tonight. Is we were out weeding.
Yeah, that's something,
that
right?
was fine. Bent over, working the things, and of course,
bent over.
I moved. Well, my wife gets down on her hands and knees to pull weeds. Can't do it. My knees are shot for that kind
Wait
of
a minute.
stuff.
You're bending over and she's getting down on her hands and knees. This is ridiculous over here.
Gardening is fun.
Dirty garden work.
Dirty gardening. Pass that mulch on me, baby. But yeah, I just bend at the waist and I can do that. That's fine. My wife's like, I can't do. How the hell do you do that? And I was like, I can't do what you do. You can't do what I do. We make it work.
Everybody has different flexibility.
But we moved a ridiculous amount because I built 2 raised garden beds 2 weeks ago.
I remember you were working on that. Yeah.
And yeah, we had to pull all the dirt back there, and it was pretty ridiculous. Hey, speaking of dirt.
Crazy.
What's Hugh James?
Your name is still Hugh James from last week. That is so funny. Leanie changed all our names. How are you, Hugh?
Hello, wonderful people.
Hello, wonderful
What's
Hugh.
going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing.
You're in a different area or a different angle. Or you move something. It looks very clear back there. Oh no, there's the window. Would you move on the left? Seems so much more open.
I don't know.
The cat. I don't know.
I should move a wee bit to the left. You would see my red Stratocaster better.
Yeah. Can you? Or just move your camera?
Yeah, don't pan down low. We don't want to see that.
Your red Pekka instead of your red Stratocaster.
Red Pekka.
Red Pekka.
There we go. Now we can see it.
Where's Rhett? There's a skeeter on your PETA. Oh, okay.
Walk it off.
Walk it off. That's funny.
Right, always with the good tunes. The
I
classic.
gave him the
Lawnmower
inspiration
Man.
for that song because I sang it live one night on a show, and then he did the whole version.
There you go.
Good for him.
Indeed. So how you doing today, Hugh? Looks bright.
I am
and-
doing very well, but mate, actually.
Good. Yeah, it's
That's good to hear.
4:30 in the morning. Not bad.
Hmm.
Or is it 5:30? I was scared if you're 4 or 5.
Yeah, 4:30. Yeah.
4:30. All right.
That's crazy. I don't think Jesus is awake at 4:30 in the morning. I know I'm not.
If I am, it's because I'm still up from the night before doing music, but
Yeah.
haven't done that in a while, thankfully.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to go to bed at a reasonable. There you go. That's what I'm pulling my wheels.
Pull this.
No, nothing.
Well, I mean, another good thing about taking care of, another healthy way to take care of yourself is getting that 7 or 8 hours of sleep at night. And I just wasn't getting great sleep. And now
7.
sleep well, but I know you get lucky to get 2, right?
Yeah.
Now I sleep well, but because I'm drinking so much water, I wake up all the time to pee, and I'm like, this is annoying. Like this
Yeah.
healthy shit is for the birds because I'd rather sleep.
Oh, Laurie, I'm on this tablet for what do you call it? I forget now, but
Yeah. Is it like a diuretic?
it makes you pee every single day
Yeah.
on point.
Every day. Well, I hope
Every
you
day
do.
on point. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's good. It's good to flush yourself out, but my God, and when it wakes you in your sleep, it's a pain in the
Yeah,
ass.
well, I get to a certain point. I'm very lucky in that I can basically stumble to the bathroom almost totally asleep with, and I was doing it with one eye before my eye got wonky, and go do what I need
On the
to
whiskey
do
nights.
and be asleep before my head actually hits the pillow again. Some people can't do that, but
I am good at falling back to sleep,
that's good.
but I don't have a bathroom upstairs. I have to go downstairs. So it kind of wakes you up with all that walking, and then I'm
Yeah.
passing through the kitchen. I'm like, oh, maybe a snack or a
Exactly.
drink.
I used to be able to do that, Val, but that day is.
Hi, Val.
I drink basically a pot of coffee every day, and then I drink a cup of tea, water, pot of coffee, water during the day, and then water until I go to bed. So I'm hydrated. But
Yeah.
you got to be here in Colorado. It's so high and it's so dry that if you don't
Yeah.
do that, you just
You
die.
are. Do you remember those dunk tank clowns at carnivals?
Oh yeah, I hated those guys.
So we have one that comes to our town that's like famous. He goes to all different carnival, and he really, really insults you, which is you're scared to go in front of him because he insults you. But anyhow, he sits there and goes high and dry, high and dry. Just thought of that.
Yeah, too funny. You're
Yes,
right.
it's the
Karen.
medical question hour.
I apologize. The show. I mean, people were asking about things, but yeah, this got to be the old guy. My sphincter funkin' hurts, and that's no fun. So we're done with the medical talk. Now we're
Well,
gonna
we were
talk
starting to talk about StreamYards, but yeah,
food and guitars and Streamyard.
there we
Which,
go.
by the way, Streamyard, fuck off, fuck all the way off.
All the way up. You're gonna get taken down right now.
Oh well, Chris, can I talk about? I had Chinese salt and pepper chicken.
That's your favorite.
Yeah, salt and pepper chicken rice.
Are you just trying to make me jealous and hungry?
No, but it was beautiful.
I mean, give us some details of like.
Yeah.
I
Got
had
any
Chinese
pictures?
food.
I took
Sorry.
pictures of all my food. Do you have any pictures on your phone of this said rice?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Describe the level of unami. Come on, man. If you're going to talk food, let's
Ah.
talk
Come
food.
in.
Oh, sorry. I will do. Okay.
He's done. I wrote down years ago, Hugh, what you said your favorite restaurant is. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm gonna order for you, but they didn't do DoorDash like I do DoorDash. I couldn't get Scotland to do DoorDash from the US.
Right.
I
Right.
can't remember the name now because I stopped doing it. I don't know. It's one that has like a
What's the
spicy chicken
equivalent?
thing, which I thought
Yeah.
maybe.
What would be the equivalent of DoorDash in Scotland? You know, caber throw, or I mean, what? How do they deliver food? Do they put it on a big pole and throw it over their shoulder? Or
Chris, I was meant to ask you actually. Have you ever heard of a whiskey brand called Oban?
yes, actually, I have.
Oofed.
Oofed.
Oofed. That's a beer, isn't it?
Ubin? No, I've
No,
heard of Ubin. I've never had it, but I've seen the label.
Oh, mate, you need to try it.
Okay.
We have it in the U.S.
Yeah, high end. Some of the places my kid takes me to. He took me to a place in Spokane there, and they had like the back bar was floor to ceiling, and it was like 2 stories of whiskeys. I mean, they had everything.
Nice. Oofed.
Oofed.
So yeah,
Val says he looks like he would love a good barbecue.
who doesn't?
Yeah,
Aye.
yeah. Hugh makes awesome pizzas. He's got
Well,
like
I was just looking at my
oven
pizza
in his
oven tonight,
yard.
going, yeah, I got to uncover it.
Well,
Weather's finally gotten decent.
what? Well, what?
well, I had I've got a brick oven.
Yeah. So you might as well learn how to make good pizza, right?
Yeah.
Ah, that's another thing I'm craving now. Can we talk about something else besides food?
Sorry,
Hey.
Lori. I know you're on a diet.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
It makes
I
me stronger.
ate
What
an
doesn't kill
hour-
me makes me stronger.
I ate an hour and a half ago, so I'm good. I can talk about food all night. No,
Yeah, you know, I'm funny because I'm not a person that eats because I'm starving. Like I don't know. I mean, I'm not an emotional eater either. Like I'll eat lunch late in the day. I don't really care for breakfast. Now I have to have breakfast because you gotta
Yeah.
be good and start. And it's like, oh, I don't want breakfast. You know.
Yeah.
Today I skipped lunch because I didn't have time, so I just doubled up at dinner. But right now I am not hungry. But this is the time where I just want to snack on something. You know. So it's a mental.
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely a mental. I've never been a snacker. I've just been
Yeah.
I'm going to sit down and eat guy.
Eat for sustenance, not for because you enjoy it.
Oh no, I love it.
Oh, okay.
That's why, no, I'm.
But when
all
I
about
snack, it's not because, oh my God, I'm starving. I just snack because I like to snack. And that's only late at night. Like I don't snack during the day.
Right.
So that's why I'm trying to go to bed early because I'm like, all right, if I'm in bed, I can't think about it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you don't have peeps in your drawer there or anything, you're good.
No. I got rid of all the crap in the house before I decided to do this because I knew I'd be grabbing for it. So
Yeah. No, that's. I mean,
Well, Lori, I'm sorry. My pizza oven is going to be lost on you.
well, no, because I'm only doing this for a little while.
Hey, yay!
I'm not doing this forever. I'm trying to get to my birthday, which is June 5th, as you know.
Yeah,
And I'll just see how much I lose by then. And of course, I'm not going to start chopping
of
like
course. I know.
pig,
I'm all,
yeah.
yeah, I
but I
know.
will have pizza and I am going to have cake.
Yeah,
So it's not wasted. Yeah. I'll still come visit you and we could have pizza.
of course.
I'll even try whiskey. And I don't like whiskey, but I'll do that too.
Neither do I, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta sneeze.
You're a
Ooh.
disgrace to Scotsmen everywhere. How can you
Ah.
not like whiskey?
Ah,
I gotta sneeze. Is Shelly leaving?
I think
Oh, yes.
so.
Good night, Shelly. Take care.
Be
Woo.
well.
All right. I know this is coming. Why is my nose so tickly?
I don't know. Here we go.
I'm like Cindy Brady when she sneezes and all of a sudden they think she has strep throat and her tonsils come out. All right, maybe it passed. Are you supposed to look at a bright light? Whew. I don't know.
All right. So
Last age, you get June 5th. It's the day before D-Day. Now it's the day before Diet Day. Yeah.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Mine is the 24th, and we always have a humdinger of a barbecue.
Excellent. Excellent.
So I'm definitely we gonna be barbecuing good stuff
Nice.
from my birthday.
Well, and this is Hugh's birthday month that I'm celebrating on my show. And
That's
I've been
right.
playing one song of his last week, one song this week. And then next Friday, is it a week
Lovely.
from Friday? Oh, no, we have 2 Fridays to go before we celebrate your actual birthday.
yeah. 21st, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because we're celebrating on the 23rd. So Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to
Oh,
you.
you.
Happy birthday to you.
Coming up.
That's right.
What do you got? A Taylor or a Martin in your hands? You gonna play?
You talk
Which one
to
is
me.
it?
Martin.
Woo!
So play it. Let's see if it sounds better than the phone test you gave us.
Yeah.
Which was challenging.
He was like, I'm done with tests. Yay, you! Yay!
Well, Chris, because you have heard the little snippets of me playing it on the phone.
Yeah.
Maybe the proper mic may make it sound better.
Do it.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Maybe not. I recognize right away that one was brighter than the other. I just don't know
that's
enough
it. I
about
could
guitar.
tell the difference between the two guitars. And I knew the Taylor was going to be the brighter one. But
Yeah.
again, this is why I lose at everything. Even when I get it right, I still screw it up. And I set it backwards from because I'm a moron.
And it was a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, 50-50 shot. I still screwed it up.
All right, so this is a Martin that he's going to play, everybody. Pay attention.
Well, first of all, can you hear it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I like this. Now, that may not be a StreamYard issue. It might just be that his guitar's not high enough near the mic because it's breaking up. Or is it a StreamYard issue?
I don't know. Keep playing, Hugh. I'm going to experiment.
Oh, you were doing that? Okay.
Is it going? Is it bad?
Well, it was kind of phasing a little bit. I'm going to turn off the echo cancellation. Let's see what it sounds like.
Is he playing? Now I don't hear a thing.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not hearing Jack.
Are you playing, Hugh?
Yeah.
No, we can barely hear you.
Yeah, no, all of a
Stop
sudden
touching
your
buttons.
volume dumped in everything.
Yeah, everything dropped. Is Felix on your board again? Touching knobs. Little pause.
Fuck.
But yeah, it was pretty when we heard it. Hi, Greg Hutto.
Yeah, Martin sounded great.
Anybody else come in? Can you hear that?
Yeah.
It's just it's breaking up. It's just StreamYard.
Yeah. Damn StreamYard.
Hugh, you got to play on my show, so we got to get the sound thing down.
Yeah, we got to get it figured out.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes. Didn't Smitty set you up, or does that all change? You up for
Yeah.
election.
It set me up to be heard, but no, it's a long story. So.
Okay. You don't need to
it's-
spill the beans.
It is. It's always a long story.
Long.
Yeah.
Les wants to know if that's the guitar you played on our song that's going to come out soon, someday.
Yes, it is actually.
He loved that.
By Martin D16.
First of all, I thought you sounded gorgeous too, but yeah, Les was like, boom, I can't believe the sound he got out of that acoustic. It was awesome.
Oh, can you hear this at least a little?
Yeah, we can hear it a little.
Oh. Do you guys know what song this is? Giving away our collab. Now it faded again. This is what StreamYard did that week.
Yeah.
It would play and then it would fade.
Yeah.
Anyhow, he was
it's,
kind of
it's the
beautiful.
echo cancellation is screwing it. You know, you got to get
StreamYard. Fuck all the way off, Chris. Right?
fuck all the way off. Yeah,
And
it's
did-
Yeah, 3
disappointing.
seconds, Manny. That seems to be what's happening. I don't know.
Yeah, it's and it's exactly the thing. It's the echo cancellation. There's something about that, and
Why is it happening again? They said they fixed it.
yeah, and I mean, we
Things
didn't
are
have
up.
any problem on Dom's show on Sunday, but that was 4 days ago. So,
Yeah, I mean, what they were doing, I don't know if this is what's happening
well,
tonight.
that's what. Yeah, I turned it off, and that's when the sound died. You couldn't hear anything when I turned it off, Pete. All right,
It did
let's
the
do
opposite,
this.
yeah.
Don't play yet, Hugh. Don't do anything. Hold.
I love that
hold.
Chris tests before my show tomorrow night.
Okay, echo cancellation is off. I'm gonna move up your mic. All right, now go ahead and play us for us.
It's virtually mute when it's off.
Yeah. Keep playing. Yeah, the echo cancellation makes it louder, and then it freaks itself out and then kills it.
That's what they were supposed to fix a couple. I can't believe it's happening again. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really annoying. Well, that doesn't bode well.
Well, remember when you were playing on my show, you took it off because you were playing,
Yeah.
and when I couldn't hear you, I went to the settings as a admin, and it was on. So it was putting it back on and off without you touching it.
Well, that's it, and that's what it was doing. It was automatically. It didn't matter
Yeah.
what your setting was. It was automatically on. Well, they did fix that allegedly.
Mhm.
Flowerfest went off without a hitch, as far as I can tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've only heard part of it so far. So, but yeah, when the program has,
What Pete is saying? Yeah.
See, now we can't hear Hugh. Psst, 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 psst. He's so low.
yeah, I don't know what happened there. Pete has a suggestion. I mean, let's you and I mute and let's see
Hi,
if
Costa.
it changes him at all.
Okay. Yeah, I hear it like
Yeah,
it's like you're
What's
playing it in
going-
Scotland
Well, I
and I'm
can
trying
tell
to
you
look
what's going
in
on.
the
That's a condenser mic, right, Hugh?
It is indeed, yeah.
Well, and because the guitar is down where it's going to reject almost all the signal, and that's the problem. It's really on the back side, so it's not getting any signal.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why it's not coming through though. I mean, it sounds okay, but yeah, that's why it's so faint because
But even Hugh's soft. Hugh, did you turn your volume down, your mic volume? Like even your speaking is soft.
all right, yeah, it is definitely dropped a little bit since he came on.
Did you go to his settings and see where the slider is? Huh.
Yes, Les, that's happened once before.
That's better. It happened
I
once
just
before.
turned the echo cancellation back on, which works for his vocal.
Yeah,
I
odd.
don't know. Yeah, pain in the ass.
Greg, I got my grays colored today and my hair's back. So yes, it looks red, which it normally is, but it's nice and fresh today. It's only blonde on the other side. Thanks for noticing. Yeah, everything was low. Stand up and play, Manny says. How embarrassing. Yeah, you could pull the mic right up to the guitar, but with a condenser one, it has to be right up front, right? because it's
it's
going
got
to
to be here.
cancel all that noise.
See if you get
behind it.
here. Here's the difference. Here, I'm on the back. Now I've just come around to the front. On the back.
Is that the same with me?
On the front, yeah.
Yes. I always forget that because when I'm live, I'll go over here.
Well, Chris, I'm right. Condenser mic right in front of it. All
Yeah.
up.
I didn't get any of that. Sorry. No, I got that. Everybody has some suggestions. Yeah. Point the sound hole at the mic.
That's a little
Perfect.
better.
It's coming through then. Perfect.
For the sake of experimentation.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, maybe it was just where you had an angle. Loud and clear.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's something going on. It's crushing your signal for some reason, Hugh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Rabbit Sprite. Rabbit Sprite.
It's not
here.
you,
There.
it's them. Dirty bastards.
Dirty bastards.
Who's dead? I didn't realize. I mean, yeah, old dirty bastard's been dead for years. I didn't know that. I read that the
that?
other day. Like, oh, okay.
I don't know Old Dirty Bastard. Is that like an Austin Powers thing?
No, that he was a member of NWA,
Oh,
the
God.
rap group.
Did I tell you I'm going to see Kendrick Lamar on Monday? Speaking
No.
of rap. I surprised my son by buying his favorite rappers tickets for having a great junior year at college and a tough year for him.
Yeah.
And so I get to go.
Cool. Does he have his grades yet?
Nobody pretty much knows what he's getting. He does well. He does
Good.
Not
Good.
not all A's or anything, but yep, B's.
Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
considering what he's had a rough year, that he's still keeping his grades up is really good.
yeah.
Cool.
Yo.
Yeah,
Yo.
my nephew finished his freshman year at the University of Tennessee, and I think he got all A's.
Dean's
It's,
list?
Maybe.
Nice.
My brother I talked to him this morning before I got in the airplane. He's flying down to move him back. But he thinks as long as he didn't blow a final, he should
Yeah.
have all
awesome.
A's, which is what we tell the kids. That freshman year, if you can get all A's your freshman year, then when you screw up your junior year in one class, it just doesn't hurt you as bad.
Yeah.
But if you start off poorly, you're always fighting uphill. It's just how math works.
Cool, Miss Stephanie. Is he traveling to Australia next year? I was shocked. I've been looking for this guy to come around because it's my son's favorite. And I'm like, I happened to look a week and a half ago and I'm like, oh my God, he's playing like an hour from here. So we jumped on it. I don't know all his songs. I just know my son plays them every time. You guys hear it. He plays it every time we pick him up from school. He's in the car and cranks it. But yeah. Someone needs to invent a service that's $20 a month and send you a box that you just point as yourself.
I agree, Pete. Get on that. Invent that, would
Do
you?
that. Yeah. Can make some money.
Well, because I'd throw $20 at that in a heartbeat.
Yep.
Chris, can you hear this any clearer?
I can hear white noise, which means you cranked it. Go ahead. No,
No.
it's worse than before.
Nah.
Okay.
All right.
I know, Hugh. I keep telling you we should get together and practice when I have time, right? When we have
Yeah,
time.
that's one of those
Like
things.
offline.
Yeah, when not doing it live on the air, and
So we
see if
test it,
can't
yeah.
figure it out, because that's what everybody has to do. You know, nobody's able to stream cleanly right away. You always got to take some dialing in.
I'm just curious though that
Gee.
a mic can't pick up a normal guitar sound the same as what a voice. It sounds kind of weird to me.
Very,
Yeah, I don't know.
very. But it was good a little while ago. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm like, where are my glasses? That's age, right? Ooh, on your head.
Yeah, on your head. or on your face. That's
Stephanie,
my
I was just
favorite.
reading what Stephanie was saying. Do one show in October, a small country. Really? Oh, see, that would be cool. Now, where I'm going is at our football stadium that our team, our New England Patriots play at. So it's going to be freaking huge and lots of people.
That'll be a lot.
Yeah, people. I have to people.
You ever do this one? The old guy thing. Hey, where's my phone? Have you seen
Yeah.
my phone?
Yeah.
And it's like in your hand, dummy.
Now you're like, hey, Mom, I got to call you back. I can't find my phone.
Oh, you're retarded.
Retarded. It happens.
Yep. Ooh, it's getting good signal tonight. Oh, well.
Yeah. I don't know what Mick says. You have any music to play? I know you played Stephanie, and you played
Yeah,
that
I do.
intro
As a
from
matter
Josh.
of fact, it's like your mind and my mind are one. I was about ready to say, let me break in here.
Going,
Because I've
yeah.
got one from our friends, Brothers on Guitar. And it's,
Oh, excellent.
yeah, two
I
brothers.
just bought their album. They're really good.
And they're kind of on guitar. So,
You think?
yeah. As opposed to synthesizer. But
Yes.
let me roll this back. And
Good 90s vibe here with these guys, yeah.
yeah, exactly. All right. Brothers on Guitar, everybody.
I'm living the life that I need. I forgot how to breathe. Won't you please help me break these chains and be free? I just want you to see the truest form of me. I just cannot love myself and see what you see.
And we're back. That was very
Excellent
cool.
track.
Yeah,
Excellent
they
track.
premiered that, I think, right about 2 weeks ago. That's what again, all the music is, I like to play new music, but we're behind a week. So,
Yep.
So there you go. To your point, Costa, yeah, I think that's his normal voice. And, everybody's a little different in that. Some people have that natural grit. Some of us, I have to work to put any grit in my natural voice is very, very clean, it doesn't have any of that. So I have to work.
But you have a high range, though, for sure.
He would have to, work hard to be cleaner.
Their own range and voice.
Can't hear you.
Fuck. No.
I heard
What's going
fuck,
on
but
here? I'm sorry, Hugh. That sucks, bro.
it's got to be him because we're working. It's got to be something on his end.
All right, I'm going to do this.
It
How
just
about now?
sounds very far away.
Just talk for half a second.
Hello.
A little better.
Hello.
He's louder with the echo cancellation on somehow.
But is suppressed noise on or anything? Because it just sounds washy.
Yeah, it's
Is Hugh even talking? Gary says. So
he's
sad.
trying.
Yeah, I know.
Woo! Yes. What'd you do? What'd you
we go.
touch?
Nothing.
Touch.
Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's weird.
Now it's working.
Yeah,
Fuck.
don't look at it.
Oh, sorry.
Leave it alone. I got a Rubik's Cube.
No, grit does not have to hurt. Now, some people do it improperly and it can hurt their vocal cords, but no, there's a way to add that grit, that fry to your voice that does not negatively affect your. I mean, Jade goes in and out of that all the time. No problem.
Freaking Gary screams in his songs. I don't know how he does it, and he's a smoker, and he comes back like, "Thank you, everybody." Like, oh, calm.
Regina.
Regina.
Everybody.
Just
Everybody
tell me
wants
why.
to be Regina. Tell me why.
Yeah.
Now I see, because I missed that. I missed everything last week, so I missed Gary. I missed you. I missed Flower
It's
Fest. So
okay.
I'm looking forward to.
We're still
Well,
here.
I mean, my life has not been normal the last couple of weeks ever since
Yeah.
the auto
Yeah, man, I
accident. That's foul. I've spent all my time on the phone with the insurance companies and the loan company and the dealerships.
Pain in the ass. I'm so
I-
sorry about that
giant pain in the
crap
ass.
going on.
And the worst part is, mind my own damn business. Like, if it was my fault, that would be one thing. But I'm just driving along, minding my own damn business, and the moron hits me.
People do not pay attention
Oh, God, no.
these days.
And I know they don't, and I drive super defensively because of it.
Gotta watch them, yeah.
Didn't save me on that one, so.
We told our son when he got his license, we're like, I don't care how good you drive, everybody else sucks too. So you have to still watch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Watch everybody, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to drive and think whatever the stupidest, most dangerous thing somebody can do, that's what they're going to do. And almost inevitably, that's exactly what they do. Yeah, it's
I'm gonna get one side of this
okay.
before you end.
I never could figure those out. I'm too dumb.
Well, pick a color. Which color do you want me to try to get? It takes me a while, but I can only do one side. My brother can do the whole thing behind us.
Blue.
Bleh, bleh, sacre bleh.
We
Okay.
could do a
Like the blue.
where's a Hugh, where's a Gary Hubs? Yeah, that would be fun. Where's Gary now?
I'm gonna see how fast I can do this. It's not working out very well right now, but
Yeah, I never could figure those things out. There are some math things that I'm really good at and I can do in my head, and there's other, like those kind of mathematical. I do puzzles all the time. I love puzzles. But that mathematical puzzle there, never
patterns.
Could,
I got that much.
never
So
could
far.
figure it out.
Yeah. It sucks when you get one way at the bottom. Like, how do you get that center one up here? It's just a bunch of spinning.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know nothing.
Oh, I'm getting close.
Oh, see, look at that. See, you're getting entertainment here.
Oh, you like this?
Oh my.
I love ASMR.
I know.
Yeah.
That's one of those things that you do that I have no idea what any of that is about. I don't get it at all.
Oh, my shorts that I've been putting out, you mean?
No, but yeah, with the tappy fingernail thing.
Oh, yeah.
I,
Some people love it. You fall asleep to it. It's just soothing to some people.
Okay, I don't get
Other,
it. But
yeah, other people are like, yeah, stop.
yeah.
Shit, I messed up. I was talking.
My thinking on fingernails is like I look at them and go, oh, I got to play guitar. I got to cut them a little bit.
Well, I got long nails.
Or how much garden dirt is underneath them. Where's my brush?
One more.
Oh, I like that pattern. Just leave it the way it is.
Oh, no, because I see it. And it looks like a flower. I see it. You just got to have an eye for these things.
Here's
Ta-da!
hey, look at that. Well, you
Now-
got one side.
How would you do? Yeah, how would you do all of them?
You're
Without
asking
messing
the
up that
wrong
one.
dude. Technical question for Gary. Do you use your diaphragm for screaming versus throat? Again, that's not something I've ever done, so I don't have
That's
any-
like expert singer level. I don't know
Yeah,
how to
I don't
breathe
have
through the
any-
diaphragm. Yeah.
I do all that kind of stuff, but as far as that vocal technique, never learned it, don't do it, never have done it.
Chris-
Partly I just don't have that much interest in it. Just that's not my thing. But
Because the thing with it, with this mic is it's a Lewitt mic, right? And it's really a really good mic. And I can't understand why you can't hear my guitar naturally through it.
it makes no sense, honestly, none at all. Because your voice is coming through just fine right now. I don't get
Right?
it
Oh,
at all.
yeah.
Yeah, but you used to play all the time when it came in. I don't know, like, what went different with your setup. You had to move stuff or something, but
Well, I did change my mic before.
you changed the mic. Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, when your guitar wasn't coming in, even your voice wasn't. So maybe the guitar would now because your voice sounds louder. I don't know. I do not know.
Weird.
Scary.
Well, Gary sings with the diaphragm. Dirty.
Yeah. But I mean, to generate that much power, you really have to. I mean, you can't. You would be short.
How? I fill my lungs. I
Well,
expel
it's
my
just,
lungs.
It's that
Like,
breast support underneath. You know, you're not singing here. It's all coming from down here, and I don't know how to explain it all. You know, I was taught
know.
that it comes up and out your eyes, and that's how I visualize when I do vocals. It's just I'm singing out of my eyes.
I'm singing out my ass.
I talk out my ass.
I don't know any
sing out
rules.
of my eyes.
Yeah, I guess I could learn how to do that and sing better.
Yeah, I mean they're
Training.
yeah, and it's one of those things like if you go on the internet seeking answer, I mean the internet is terrible. Don't follow
Yeah.
any of that stuff because as we found out, you know, Ken Hamblin, most of those guys are liars and charlatans and they don't sing that shit at all. So,
You go to Chat GPT. Pretty knowledgeable. I could ask that.
yeah,
I've been
there
using
you
it a
go.
lot for like different meal ideas and stuff.
I usually use Chat GPT when I'm like stuck for a show, you know, the description because it goes
Oh.
so over the top and I use it for that because it's laughable.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh, that's kind of cool.
this is most Dom and Chris are going to talk about the wonderful umami taste of whiskey or just stupid
Yeah,
stuff. It's
yeah.
like, oh yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do.
I mean, it's pretty scary. If you're not into that stuff, obviously, you know, they got you number no matter what you use as an app. They're watching you.
Oh,
The
yeah.
algorithm. So I'm just like, you know what? Help me out. And
When they're
what are you
just
going to do?
turning
Well,
themselves
what are you
on.
doing with the
Well, did
information?
you guys see the video that the robot in China there lost it and tried to kill its handlers?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Go
I didn't
find
see
that
that.
video. Yeah, it's like they were doing something with it, and it was like swinging. It was freaking.
It had
the fuck out.
emotion?
Oh yeah, it was trying to kill this guy. Yeah, it was,
That's scary.
yes. The Terminator's a few years away, folks.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
why I'm having fun now because yeah.
Well, that's like you people who try to own an alligator or or an orca.
Yeah,
They're eventually going to turn on you.
it's not going to work. Yeah. Yeah, Shamu
Or-
killed how many trainers, you know? Yeah, this is
Yes.
fun. You know what? No, now I'm going to kill you and eat you. Oh, bummer.
Poor little captive animals. That's why they have to
Oh,
break
yeah.
free. The robot is a captive animal. It's going to kill your owner someday.
There you go. Yep. It's we are mere years away from that. And we may not even be that long because the machine learning they're talking in their own languages right now. The people that are always the unintended consequences. You know, the scientists, well, we'll keep control of this. You let the genie out of the bottle, it ain't going back in. So
Yeah.
alligators
Alligators are easy. Yeah. It's the crocs you got to look out for.
it's the crocs that'll get you. Yeah, true. I mean, crocs are a lot meaner than alligators.
That's what I hear. Alligators are docile.
Well, I wouldn't go quite that far.
Well, unless they have a nest near them.
Yeah,
They
totem.
usually don't.
Yeah, there's an alligator. Shoot 'em. Oh, that show. I mean, I love accents and everything, and I watch that show just so I could. I have no idea what they're saying. Not a clue.
I don't watch any TV, so I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what is it? Swamp people, right?
Oh, sounds familiar.
Yeah.
What's the one where they make green alcohol? I know that one's
Oh, yeah, moonshiners.
moonshiners. Yeah.
You we're
Duh.
gonna make some alcohol.
Oh,
I didn't
Hobbs
know alcohol
Homer,
had 4 syllables, but it does. Alcohol.
Akiahola.
Oh, well, that's where. Yeah, always the. Oh, hey, Dad, this assignment's due tomorrow morning. Have you
Damn
started it? No. Oh,
It's 9 o'clock at night there, Gar.
yeah,
I
well,
wish
just-
that I wish I had that kind of parenting when I was young. I didn't.
Oh, you did it all on your own. That's why you're so smart. You had to learn on your own.
Hey, I don't know about that.
Kangaroos are feisty. Yeah,
Well, we know the ones in the. Oh, why? I can't even think of it.
the
Outback. Are the
We-
6-foot ones, right?
And we're
But
not
then you
talking
have
about
tiny
the
ones.
American restaurant that has nothing to do with Australia.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're talking about the actual.
The bush. I meant the bush.
The bush.
Bush.
Can we?
Push,
I don't want to
push,
get canceled
push.
again. We should maybe not talk about Bush on this show.
Oh, okay, we won't talk about bush.
More bush.
More bush. Free the bush. All right. It's like a 1978
Again,
film.
I grew up in the 70s. I'm still traumatized by that. Let's
Yeah.
don't go there.
James is living in the bush.
Do not. No. That's one of my rules. Don't pick a street fight with a kangaroo.
Yeah.
They are bad.
There was one going viral, one of those, memes or whatever video. This guy in the bush was taking his dog. The dogs were swimming. Am I the only one that saw this? And the 6-foot or 7-foot kangaroo tried to drown the dog.
No, I didn't see that.
The
one.
guy just walks out there and like punches it in the face or something. Then it punches him back, and he's laughing. I'm like, all right, that's a real Aussie. That guy.
Yeah. Is that all you got? Yeah.
He's like, hey, my fucking dog down. And he's like, box.
Yeah, proper
Yes.
proper Aussie.
Proper Aussie, yeah.
There you go. Again, some people don't mess with their pets. There was the one, I'm pretty sure it was Florida, and the guy was walking a little miniature dog, and a gator comes up and grabs the dog, and the guy goes into the water and is kicking the shit out of this alligator to rescue his dog.
Oh yeah, I would. I mean, that's adrenaline, right? You do the same
Right.
for your kid.
Yeah, unless you don't like the dog. Like if it was my neighbor's dog that's
Steph's
behind
dog,
me. In bon appetit, Mr. Gator.
Oh, I ain't being no freaking hero for your dog.
No. Oh,
I hear
just
you.
like, I feel bad for the dogs. The owners suck and they just ignore them. You know, I don't blame
Yeah.
the dog. I love dogs, but some of the dog owners I think suck. I would feed
Something like
them to
that.
the alligators. There you go.
I forgot I have the chat popped out. So there's Gary's link for Friday night, which is after my show. Sorry, Chris. I'm just going to do a little mod work here.
Now, please, that is because let's review. If it wasn't for Gary and Camellia and other people, there wouldn't be a link one because somebody.
Yeah, and I didn't. I'm so lazy. I just cut and paste. I don't even have like their names in front of it. So the first link is Gary's show, and the second link is the weekend warm up with Pole Vault and Sunshine. So
there you go. There's Gary's. Here's weekend
so
warm up.
Pole Vault into me into Gary. That's dirty.
That's right.
Now I can't find Streamyard. I have too many tabs open.
Yeah.
You know,
I actually shut tabs to do the show.
Chris, can I just mention that yesterday now, but it was VE Day.
Yes, that's right. Happy VE Day. What's that stand for again? Victoria?
Victory in Europe in World War II.
Yeah.
Victory in Europe. Okay.
Victory. We
My
will
father
fight them in the air. We will fight them in the sea.
My father was in the Royal Navy and played a big part in it. So.
No, it's a good
which inspired a couple of songs that you and I did together. And if you tune in tomorrow night, I'm going to play one of them that Hugh did amazing in. I won't tell you what it is yet, but
indeed, thank you.
I think I know.
Thank you.
And
yeah,
I
you
love
sang and played wonderfully in that.
Yeah, no,
so we're going to play that tomorrow night.
One of my faves.
Thanks. Yeah, I think it was great too. I've never heard it, and Hugh brought it up to me. I was like, "Wow, impressive."
Yeah, good stuff.
But I know you did it for your grandfather. You did another one for your grandfather, didn't you?
I did an old acoustic one a long time ago. It sounds pretty bad. Yeah,
I would think so. Yeah. Well, I know you submitted something to one of my my shows too. That was part of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Adorable Anarchy.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey,
I had the pleasure of meeting her in person. Well, not in person, but on camera, because she's going to be on the Community Pulse. So we had a nice chat to get her set up.
Very
last
nice.
week, was it?
Nice.
I called her adorable. She is adorable. She's like, don't call me adorable. Just call me AA. But I do know her real name, but I won't spill.
No,
But she's sweet. You guys should look for that interview. Is that next week? Ooh, don't tell me it's this Monday because I'm going to a concert and I'm not going to be there Monday.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Frank's
forget
really
his
good
schedule.
about putting out the shorts as who's coming up, and I didn't notice this week. Again, I've been a
did you do
little
that?
bit
I didn't know you did
absent.
that. Yeah, it's okay.
I just
Understandable.
caught
Oh, not till
some of it.
June. Okay.
Okay, well there you go. Oh,
Yeah.
June 23rd. Well, that's the day before my birthday, so I'll be watching the show and listening. Although I might still be, because I always do it on the weekend of my birthday. So
I was going to say,
that's-
yeah, probably not going
so
on Monday.
probably-
night.
yeah, we'll probably do it on the 22nd, and then if it's a really good party, maybe I'll still be hungover by the 23rd.
Nice. They could zone out and relax and just watch.
Yeah, cool.
It's Gary's anniversary. Wait, isn't the 23rd something else? It's not D-Day because that's the 6th. I don't know. Armistice Day? Maybe it's something. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Ta-da!
My birthday, and that's all I care about. June 24th. Still got time to get me a nice present, folks. Just saying.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, we wish you good health for your eye. How's that for a present?
Yeah, well, I really should have a better sense of where I'm at by my birthday.
Awesome.
Hopefully I won't be seeing quite as many of you lovely people by then. Get it down to like one of you at a time.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah.
Well, that was the thing when I was with my brother last week, and he throws the car keys to me. And so I reach out and, typical, I got this. And, of course, snatched air. And he goes, I should know better to throw the keys at a guy with your vision issues. And I said, well,
Right.
trust me, that was perfect. I reached right out. I got it. Unfortunately, I looked at the wrong image. I grabbed the wrong one. It was the false one.
You got the double. Well, I'm just glad it didn't hit you in the forehead. Doink.
Yeah, well, I looked to the side. Yeah, that would be more like I got it. I don't got it.
Look at Gary's comment. It's too funny.
Very good.
Teeth.
Yeah.
Boom.
Them.
I don't.
Well, I have to get going, Chris, because I have to have my final snack before I go to bed.
I thought we weren't snacking.
It's like a spoonful of natural
Healthy.
peanut butter with a freaking celery.
Healthy snack.
I wanted to go to bed early, so I didn't do it. But I'm still not to the. I still have room to have a healthy snack.
Okay. Well,
In my
that is a
macro.
healthy snack. So
Proud of you, Laurie. Keep on ahead.
keep doing good.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the encouragement. Yeah,
Yeah. And everybody, let's be on Lori's show tomorrow night. We'll hang out. We'll be
yeah,
doing
I'd
something
love to
fun.
see you guys there.
We don't know
Yep.
what it is, but something.
If anybody, I wrote in my description because I didn't do a backing track. If you have something you're really proud of, if you want to cut it down to like a minute and send it in to me, I'll play it.
There
Since
you
I don't
go.
have a backing track, like some solo that you did or some singing that you did, just reduce it a little so we have time to chat and do our games, which we
Oh, I
usually
do
do.
have to thank you because I had played on your show there and you did the AI clip like it
Yeah.
does there.
Oh,
And I
like
went
that.
ahead and put that up and it's an older song, but a lot of people hadn't heard it. And they certainly had never heard the
Love
acoustic
it.
version of it. And so I really appreciate you doing that. So thank
Yeah,
you.
no problem. Yeah, every time I do those clips afterwards, I if I find something good that someone is in, I definitely send it to them because this week I just had mine. There was a little funny one with a rep, but it's not something that I'll post. But it's fun to see those.
Yeah.
But I'm glad yours
absolutely.
worked out. It was just you.
Yeah, well, you taught me how to do it, and I clipped a couple things, and most of them were trash. So I
Yeah,
haven't
that's the
used
thing.
it.
You never know. Well, when you're in a panel with more than one person, it's even harder because the AI wants to find who's talking, like a Zoom meeting. It pops the faces around real quickly and it's short. But if someone's playing like you were playing on your own, I have you in the big box. It's steady on just you, Watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounded weird.
Yeah, see how Lori totally went to shit there?
Aye.
Let's review
Is it?
StreamYard. Fuck off. Fuck all the way off. That's why we're not renewing you. Because randomly, Lori's been talking all night long. It's been perfect audio. And then
Exactly,
she
yeah.
starts telling the story and it goes completely to shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm leaving at a good time then.
Yeah, now it's back to being normal. Yeah.
This better
Right.
not happen tomorrow night. This is not
Yeah.
not that I want it to happen on your show tonight either, but how aggravating.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
Because I'm going to have people playing
Yeah,
Crazy.
music.
absolutely.
We shall see. Yeah, I know. I apologize. I did blame Hugh. But now I realize it's all of us.
That's the thing, Laurie. Tomorrow night I'm going to do some village people dancing too.
Somewhat.
Village people dancing.
You are tomorrow night.
Yeah,
You're gonna do some like YMCA for me.
of course.
Oh yay!
Okay.
All right, guys, tune in tomorrow night to see Hugh and all of us do the YMCA, which he's dying to do. Yes,
Yeah, Q is
Looking
really
forward to it.
hot to do the YMCA thing.
it's hard to do it when you're
About
sitting
it.
too. But thanks, Steph.
Young man.
Thanks, everybody. And thanks, Chris, for sending me the link and inviting
Yeah,
me
no,
on.
thanks for coming up. I
Chill with you.
appreciate you keeping me company tonight.
Of course, always fun when I can. Yeah, and glad you popped on, Hugh.
Thank you. And
Bye. See you tomorrow night.
See you, Lori. Be
See
well.
you. Good night, everyone.
There she goes. Lori's Mishmash. A wonderful, wonderful human being and fun to hang out with.
indeed.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah, so hopefully the audio is not wonky on her show tomorrow night.
Aye.
Because I'm looking forward to playing a little bit, presuming.
I was wanting to ask you, Chris, have you ever tried... I may ask you earlier, I forgot already. Have you tried a whiskey called Oban?
Yeah, you did ask me, and I've
I did.
heard of it, but yeah,
Oh, I
I've
did.
never tried it. Well, it's 5 a.m. there. You're
Yeah,
forgiven
sorry.
for- it's okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's no worries. No, I'd love to try it. But yeah, I'm always looking for new things to put in my palate just to see if I like it.
It costs about $70, but it's well worth it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, hey, with having to pay off my auto loan on the car that's sitting in the junkyard, yeah, I'm going to be drinking
Yeah.
cheap shit for the next little bit.
Uh,
What's the sale price on Old Granddad? Yeah, I'm drinking that, I guess.
yeah.
What are you gonna do? And I had, gap coverage and all of the stuff, but I stupidly, well, because it was, the vehicle was a couple years old and it was out of warranty. So when I leased it because that's what I
Right.
like to do. I like to lease it, make sure I like the car. Well, I love this car. So I went ahead and bought it. And
Yeah.
I bought the extended warranty to cover it for the next couple years. Well, that was on paper an excellent idea.
Right.
In theory, because the car was destroyed before the loan was paid off, they don't cover that part of it. They're like, yeah, we're covering the car, no problem, and we've used your gap coverage. We've completely paid for your automobile. But of course, I still owed some money on this extended lease, and that's
Right.
where I got hurt. So
Ah.
I will get the remainder of it back from the company. It's already, but I had to make 4 phone calls and blah blah blah.
Okay.
Blah, blah.
Right.
So bottom line is, I'm going to be writing a check to the Bank of America to
Yeah.
finalize the wrecked car, and it's a pain in the ass. What are you going to
Yeah.
do?
Okay. I get
There
it.
you go. Yeah, Mike, ask again and you're cut off, Hugh. I don't think Hugh is drinking whiskey at 5 in the morning. I really don't, Mike. Although, Scotsman, maybe.
I don't drink whiskey at the minute, so no.
Yeah, no, that is hey, Mitch has snuck in. Hi, Mitch. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, that is as an Irishman, I'm not one of those kind of Irishmen. I mean, somebody say, hey, you want to get some drinks? And it's like, dude, it's 10 in the morning. No. The answer is no. Ask me at noon, answer's still no. It's got to be, end
Here's
of the
the-
day, I'll think about it.
Chris, here's the weird thing. I am on so many meds at the minute that I sound
Right.
like I'm drunk, but I'm not drinking.
Yeah, no, I'm familiar. Well, that's, not to belabor, but I'm carrying a card in my wallet because the symptoms of what I have can mimic someone who's been drinking,
Yeah.
slurred speech, a little balance issues. So, yeah, I have a card in my wallet that I can hand the cops and go, I am not intoxicated. In
Yeah.
fact,
I mean, if I gave you a list, it's like 19 different pills.
yeah, well, but that's the game
Hey,
you play to get things
it's
under
no
control.
fun.
Yeah. Well, but I told this to Paul Vault the other day because he and I were exchanging after his
Yeah,
incident,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he just said, they got me on so many drugs right now, it's not even funny. And I said, man,
Indeed.
bro, we're at the age where we have to take a bunch of drugs. It's not by choice, and none of them are fun.
Absolutely, yeah.
Just how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all of a sudden my drug intake is up, but again, hopefully, like you. And I gotta say, for those audio issues aside, ladies and gentlemen, Hugh Caldwell playing the guitar, which he was not able to do 3 months ago. So that is flippin' fantastic.
Happy days.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it does my heart good to see, because that was kind of the discussion with my doctor today. It's like, look, if I can't sing, that's gonna totally suck. So far, it's not been a
Yeah.
problem, but
Well, Chris, you seen the condition of my hands
yeah.
at Christmas time. They were like
Oh my God, it was
a mess.
They looked like they were in my auto wreck. Yeah, it was horrible. Hey, David L., how you doing, buddy? Yeah, exactly. We've been deprived, and that's it. We got screwed out of listening to Hugh play. So I'm thrilled that that has come to an end, and Hugh is back to being able to play.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, and I'm sure, you're not back to where you want to be exactly, but you had to.
I'm
lay
not
off for-
far away, Chris. I mean,
That's great.
I can pick an acoustic guitar pretty well. The only thing that's probably missing slightly is when I'm trying to play fast on the electric guitar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that'll come. I mean, you had a long extended layoff that you didn't
Yeah.
choose, and it'll come back.
But
But
yeah, every single day I'm getting better. So
that's great, man. It really is modern science, modern miracle, right? That's right. That's a huge inside joke, but it's hilarious. Well played, Mr. Hubbs. See, Hubbs has got that dry sense of humor that I really appreciate. He gets some beauties in.
Yeah, love Gary. Gary's brilliant.
Well done, Mr. Hubbs. Yeah, good dude. Well, it's. I know that Jade and Miss Stephanie talked about this, the whole pandemic thing, and the pandemic sucked. Okay, I mean,
Not
can't.
for me, Chris. And I heard you mention about how it didn't really make a change for you either.
Yeah.
For me, at the time, I was like kind of a recluse and almost brought everybody back to where I was. If you know what I mean, it kind of leveled the playing field a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. I mean, obviously it was really terrible for many people. It didn't affect me work-wise because I'd work at my home. I've always worked out of my home. So,
Yeah,
but I try and look at things on the positive side. The positive thing is, got on the internet, started recording music, made all of these wonderful friends literally all over the world. That never would have happened.
yeah,
Had that other thing not happened. So
yeah.
you take the good with the bad, and in my personal case, there's a lot more good than bad.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and met just some wonderful, wonderful people. The world, just in case you're wondering, you listen to the media and everybody hates one another, and on it ain't that way.
Yeah.
Most
well,
people are pretty decent people, and we all get along, and don't believe that bullshit. I've met
yeah.
so many wonderful people, just interacting like this. And, people that maybe I don't agree with on some level, political or whatever,
Yeah.
because we're all, who cares? Who the hell cares? We're all people. So, yeah, that's my little soapbox thing.
I've always looked on it as a positive thing, although there was a lot of negative
Well, of course, I mean, people get sick.
in the thing, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, some
And I know people close to me who cracked up.
Well, yeah, and
Had it bad.
some
but-
people that got it have long-term effects from it, so that's not good.
But talking about the actual what it meant for me is I met so many amazing people, and it kind of got me out of my shell and making music with the most amazing people in the world. So what's wrong with that?
Not much. Yeah, well, yeah, with the border closings, yeah, that was brutal. And I mean, there were some, Australia being one of them, there are some countries that just shut the fuck down. Now, my my wife's boss was doing something, and being in Colorado, people don't know, we knew that this was going on probably before anybody other that wasn't in China, because the Chinese exposed some of our military who brought it to Washington and then to Colorado Springs, where there's a lot of military. So some of the first cases were down in Colorado Springs. I say that to say this. My wife's boss decided to go off down into South America. And my wife is like, you sure you want to go? Because there's stuff going on. Oh, yeah, it'll be fine. Well, they took off and got stranded in, I can't remember if they were in Bolivia or Paraguay or wherever it was. And they were friggin' stuck there for 3 weeks. They finally were able to get back to the U.S., but a lot of people, on cruise ships, they were fucking stuck and could not get home or get where they were going. So that was not ideal. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, there's something to that. I'm sorry, David. Yeah, it is fleeting. Oh, well, now see. Yeah, and that's kind of the thing. I think that was Miss Stephanie's. Got introduced via Dan Anderson. So just that one person. I can't remember. I mean, it was kind of Torgrosa, but there was. But I was watching Jade and Pete Johns and a couple other people, and then learned that there was, the Garage Band group, which Pete and I think I found Dom through that. So yeah, you never know. Yeah, that was, in the U.S. it wasn't exactly that way. Now, there were certain states that they wanted it to be that way, but we're Americans, and we're Americans because we basically have that attitude on a lot of things. That's what we told the British 250 years ago, and yeah, they wanted to keep us in, and we said, yeah, we're not doing that. Fuck off, fuck all the way off, and did more of, like I said, I basically lived my life normally. I went to the grocery store like I always do. Now, it was so stupid that they put arrows in the aisles of the grocery store because they only wanted you to go the one way because somehow the virus couldn't go backwards or some stupid. I mean,
Oh, it was
some of
silly.
the things were ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Of course, I went the opposite way on every aisle because I'm me. And you can't, I knew it was stupid at the time, and I treated it as the stupid thing that it was.
Thing for me though, Chris, see during that time from what 2020 to now, is I can go back and look at my videos, and I can document how my condition got worse.
Yeah.
You can see like in 2020, I've got kind of markings on my hands, and then like 3 years later, how worse it's getting.
Yeah.
So it was a good day for me when I went to the hospital I actually showed them some videos. I said this is my timeline of how my condition has got worse,
Yeah.
and it helped a lot with my diagnosis.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's funny you should mention that because I went through old videos of the show to find out when it was my eyelids started drooping. And
Yeah,
I could go back and it was like, December,
right.
because November looked normal and then all of a sudden it was dropping down. So I was able to tell the doctor, here's when it happened.
Right.
Yep. Crazy. Ah, yes, the arrows. I mean, there was a lot of stupid stuff. You should have taken a swing at Newsom. What a moron. My nephew was in college out in California. So he's got this whole house to himself. Couldn't go to the beach. He lived a block from the beach. But, they had cops out on the beach to keep people from being out in the sunshine on the beach. Anyway. Well, that was like my first recorded song when I got... I stood... I think I've told this story before. But I stood at a big electronics store. I mean, huge, bigger than your average grocery store.
Right.
And they only let 10 of us in at a time. So we're standing in the line, and of course we had to be, and they had little markers to separate us. And again, all the dumb things that we were doing back then. So that's when I got in and bought my Behringer to hook up to my computer. And I went home and I recorded the Rona Blues. That was my first song that I ever put together. And because I had nothing else to do. Just, you know what? I should... Nah, I'm not going to play it, but it's on my channel. You can go find it. It's buried toward the bottom of my original stuff, but it's there. And you can see the little garage band thing, and yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a crazy time. The world just collectively went stupid. And again, don't get me wrong, it was a real virus. And some people got really sick. Some people did in fact die. But that's been true of viruses for the beginning of time. Now it's just coming out in the United States how much they were actually jacking around with these viruses because they were trying to weaponize them, and it worked. They made them more potent than they would be. Viruses naturally occur in nature, and they naturally get weaker over time because that's what viruses do.
Yeah.
But they were given the viruses steroids to make them more lethal, and it got out of the lab, and then the whole world got sick.
Yep.
Anywho, God, I haven't talked hardly about that ever on this show, and I guess, and now I have.
Boy, did they fail to tell us the whole truth.
Yeah, well, no, that's,
Yeah.
you know, I pursue a lot of this stuff, but we never get the full story. And if you really, really dig hard, you'll get much of the story, but you're never going to get all of it.
Yeah.
Just how it is. So be it, right? Yeah, well, that's it. It started as a pandemic, turned into an IQ test. Yeah.
Sure it is.
And I love that, Mike Shanner, and some people failed miserably.
I love you, mate. I really do.
Mike Shanner is good people. I just like his outlook on life.
Yeah.
So, he's got his challenges, and he just keeps on going, which
Yeah,
is, you
he's-
know, is all we can do, right?
Mike
Put
is a
one foot in front of the other.
Mike is a
on-
diamond.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm going to do this. I do have one last Miss Stephanie song queued up because, you know, she's newer and everybody's loving her stuff. She did the interview today. If you didn't catch the interview, that's what the replay's for, folks. Go back on Jade's channel and check out the replay, get all of it, and get to meet, you know, somebody who's joined our community here and is really cool to be around. So I'm going to grab one of her songs. I'm going to say hi to Leela first, though.
Hey, Leela.
Goodness, what should I eat?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. What do you got? Pie. Yeah, eat pie. No, well, don't eat pie, but you can eat pie.
Chris, before you play it, I'm going to say goodnight to you, and I'll listen back in my big chair, and I'll cheers, buddy.
All right. Well, cheers to you. Thanks for coming on. It's always great to see you, man.
You too.
And keep on rocking, baby.
Yeah, man.
All right. There
Yep.
he goes. Hugh
Bye.
Caldwell, everybody. Look forward, because he's working with some people again. Look forward to hearing some of his stuff. Oh, I just got a hockey update. Ah. Yeah, well, yeah, my guys will have at least a week of playing golf on your guys if that's what happens. But hockey. Yep, here's the interview. Thank you, Leela, for putting that up. It was fantastic. Here's Miss Stephanie's. And you can grab those out of the chat. You guys know the trick, right? If there's a link there, you hit the control and click the link and it'll open another tab that you can go reference later. I do this every week. It's a really good way to do that. But I'm going to go ahead and leave you with this track from Miss Stephanie. I like this one a lot. And I'm going to pull this up. This is one of her original songs. And again, we love originals here. So this is from Miss Stephanie, and this is her Raindrops and Red Shoes. Folks, as always, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you spending time with me and my guests on Thursday night. And I will see you on Lori's show tomorrow, and I'll see you on Camp G-May Saturday. Check out all the Friday and Saturday shows, and I will see you around.
I'm traveling lonely through the streets of the night, with raindrops and red shoes and the smell of cheap wine. So who's gonna save me from my own crooked mind? So I take my new aim into the house of shame. And the things that I witnessed, who I can't explain. Identity crisis, a madman with rage. London is calling, he can't stop the crave. The rain as it's falling, who whispers his name? Raindrops and red shoes is all that I need. Yeah, raindrops and red shoes is all that I need. Raindrops and red shoes. Raindrops and red shoes. Raindrops and red shoes. Raindrops and red shoes. On the doors they are knocking, so the rumors begin. As I sit here there smiling, comb my face with a grin. The horse full of riding, the jock's getting thin. All the pretty ladies are sipping on the gin. The darkness is waiting, and it's sad with the sin. Raindrops and red shoes is all that I need. Raindrops and red shoes is all that I need. So I step out from the darkness and into the light. And I find that my conscience isn't nowhere inside. I've given in to monsters, I've given in to greed. All that is around me is not what it seems. And all that is left clear, ooh, is the mystery. Raindrops and red shoes is all that I need. Yeah, raindrops and red shoes is all that I need. Raindrops and red shoes. 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 Raindrops and red shoes.
We've been lied to. This is the worst I've ever